Hello, everybody. Welcome to show number 3. We are in a basement somewhere in Pennsylvania. My name is Dan Brady. I hope you had a terrific weekend. It was a marvelous sports weekend. We're going to try to hit as many topics as possible. We want to do something, though. We received a lot of excellent feedback, good constructive feedback from friends, co-workers, associates. Everything was terrific. One feedback did say if you could change the host. Okay, maybe we didn't go that way, but every other thing worked. So what we're going to do now is we want you to send in your text messages. Send in your text messages. Chris is going to take the text messages. He's going to take the best of the best. And then during the show, we're going to stop whatever topic we're talking about. We'll wrap that up, and we'll take your text messages on a rapid-fire basis. We think this might be a better way to go. We'll see. It's a lot of experimentation, but we really feel good about it after 2 episodes of this show, and as we go into show number 3. Very excited about it. 7:37 first pitch, by the way, with Colorado and San Diego. Chris is going to give me a quick update between the two. Of course, the winner will play the Phillies in the in the playoffs. So what do we have an update? I know Peavy is trying to go for his 20th win for San Diego. You're going to give me the update, and it is 2-0 Colorado, top of the second. So they got 2 runs off Peavy pretty quick. We'll try to update that score later. And here we go. This is our rundown, by the way. Gives you a good idea. This gives you a very good idea. Am I holding this good, guys? Yep. Yeah. This gives you a good idea of what we want to hit. Your questions, send them in. Keep on sending those texts. Let's start with the magic of sports. You see Favre, 421. You cannot be serious. That has nothing to do with McEnroe, even though that's his catchphrase. The Mets meltdown, Phillies, and then we'll take those texts. One of the things that I love about sports, the magic of sports that no other type of activity can bring, is that sports, when you watch a game, when you go into a game, you have the feeling that you may see something that you've never seen before. You don't know if you've ever seen it. That is the magic of sports. It happened yesterday in Minnesota when a 38-year-old quarterback, soon to be 38-year-old quarterback was running around at the Metrodome, picking up his offensive linemen and his wide receivers as he broke a cherished record held by Dan Marino. I'm talking about Brett Favre. The baseball situation with the Mets, they had a 7-game lead with 17 games to play. No one could have imagined that would have happened. College football, half of the teams in the top 20, they're out of there. They lost. And why would an NFL coach, a very respected NFL coach in Andy Reid, why would he leave in a left tackle? Why would he leave in a left tackle who's getting burned the entire night by one of the best defensive ends in football? 12 sacks against the Eagles last night, and Justice, who was the left tackle, did not have a good game, but he needed some help. Best record in the National League, by the way. The best record in the National League have scored fewer runs than their opponents. So that's just too much great stuff. All right, here's Favre. Let's get to it. 421 career touchdown passes. Dan Marino had the record. Dan Marino still looks miserable that his record was broken. I think that Marino must have had the expectation, or maybe he had the imagine, whatever, that he didn't think that no one would break this record. And for a while it looked that way, but Favre kept on inching up. Favre has 421 career touchdowns. He's started in 241 consecutive games, and he's fun. He's just fun. He's always been about fun. Even more so now. He loves these young guys. They're playing very hard for him. Football is a game of emotion, and they're playing with a lot of emotion. The Packers 4-0. They've won 8 straight games. They have the biggest winning streak dating back to last year than any team in the NFL. Here's my take on yesterday's situation. The touchdown career pass record that Marino had, people are comparing to the baseball home run record of Barry Bonds. My question is this. Why wasn't Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, at the game? Why wasn't he there? Where was the NFL player union head, Gene Upshaw? Why wasn't he at the game? And this is a record that's going to stay. I mean, this is an incredible thing. Why wouldn't they go to that game? I just don't understand why the commissioner or the player head, Gene Upshaw, wouldn't go to that game. That's my take on that. You all know the facts, 421, and the Packers are playing terrific football, but that's my take on the situation with Green Bay, about where the commissioner was. By the way, keep on sending me your texts. As you can see, we're very informal here, okay? We're not going to slick it up. We have the capability to slick it up, but we're not going to slick it up, okay? Sorry about that. Got a lot of stuff here. So we talked about Favre. Ready? My friend said the show needs more structure. Okay. Magic of sports, gone. Favre, 421, gone. All right. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious as this. Before I get to you cannot be serious, let me tell you about this real quick. Traditional football thinking by coaches used to be the run sets up the pass. Okay, that was always a staple. Nowadays, the pass sets up the run. That's the way it is. This is a passing game. It is not a running game anymore. The run sets up the pass. And the beauty about Favre and the Packers is the defense knows exactly, they know exactly what Favre is going to do. They know that he's going to throw the football. He's going to be out of the shotgun primarily. He's going to throw the football. But they haven't been able to stop him. That's power. Lombardi had it in the 60s on the power sweep with Horning, Jim Taylor, and that great offensive line, Forrest Gregg, Fuzzy Thurston, Kramer, and everybody knew that they were going to run the power sweep. They couldn't stop him. Okay. By the way, if the Packers beat the Bears next Monday night football, they will have a 4-game lead with 5 games to play. 4-game lead, not with 5 games into the season. If they beat the Bears next Monday night, unheard of, unthinkable. Here's you cannot be serious. The Lions scored 34 points in the fourth quarter yesterday. That's 34 points in the fourth quarter by the Lions. The Rams have gone more than 30 consecutive drives, over 30 consecutive drives without a touchdown. And what's happening in Phoenix with Kurt Warner and Matt Leinart? You know, Matt Leinart, I think this is the deal with Matt Leinart. He's having a problem with the coaching staff because they're putting Warner in. My take is this. I think football has come very easy for Matt Leinart through most of his life. He was a star as a kid, star in high school. He had a great college career. And then he gets to the pros and something changes. Something changes here, and I don't think he's handling the adversity as well as he should. That's my take on it. He's got to grow up because he's acting like a spoiled child. It's amazing that Warner is coming back and playing such good football. So you're not serious? Gone. Now, you know what? Leinart has a kid. He has a child. He had a child with with a USC athlete. And they're broken up, okay? And they had some custody issues. Leinart goes to Los Angeles Monday and Tuesday. Great. It's terrific that he's a great father, and he should be a hands-on father. But I think that his schedule with the child and the custody is really not working out for him. And by the way, I've never been married, nor do I plan to, and I don't have children, not that I know of, so I'm really not the best person to talk about parenting skills. The Mets meltdown, everybody! The Mets meltdown. Keep on texting. Remember, we're going to get to your texts. We're going to get to your texts at one segment. You see, right? Mets meltdown. Phillies fantastic. Then we're going to go to your questions. Tom Glavine for the Mets is all class. He is all class. He is a wonderful athlete. He got shelled, the second worst beating that he's ever had in 20 years. He only pitched to 9 batters on Sunday and against the Marlins, and the Mets had a meltdown. The Mets, and you all know what happened with the 7-game lead with 17 games to play. So Glavine is all class. I love the way it was the worst. It was the worst day in the history of the Met franchise. I like what Pat Gillick said for the Phillies. Okay, the Mets meltdown, gone. Phillies fantastic. This is the deal with the Phillies fantastic. Their GM is Pat Gillick. Pat Gillick said it all. He said talent is overrated. Talent is overrated, but the winning teams comes down to mental toughness, character, and a desire to win. I like it, and the Phillies deserve to get there.